In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make this handmade card made from a card design that you can download and print out. That's coming up. Hi, my name is Claire from makinghandmadecards.com and welcome back to the Valentines and Romantic Card Making series, where I do my best in each video to inspire and help you guys as crafters to make stunning handmade cards that have that wow factor. Now this is a super cute card and obviously it's perfect for Valentine's Day, but I think it might be also quite nice to give to a little girl on her birthday because of that little bow. I think it's quite cute. Now to make this card I'm going to use a printable sheet from a kit called the Sweetie Pie Quick and Easy Cards Kit. So let me show you how I made this. So as you can see here, I've got two sheets that I've printed out. One has already been trimmed down, and if you'll notice they look different to the sheet that I showed you at the beginning of the video. The sheet at the beginning of the video, which is what comes in the kit, just has the card blank, which is here. But I used my computer to isolate different areas of the card and pop them onto the sheet too, and that's because I want to do decoupage. And if you can see here, we've got the base card and then we've got 4 decoupage layers. So instead of me printing that sheet out 5 times, I use my computer to isolate the images, pop them onto 2 sheets, and that means I save on paper and I also save on ink. If you'd like to learn how to do that, then it's really easy and you can learn all about it in my free printing webinar. If you'd like to sign up for the webinar, then just click here. I'll also put a link to the printing webinar below in the description. So first things first, I trim them down roughly. And once I've spray glued them, I then stick them onto some card like I'm doing here. I then flip the card over and use my bone folder just to smooth it down. Make sure it's stuck down properly, and I'm just going to carry on sticking these to the card. Once they're stuck down, then I trim them down properly using my metal ruler and my craft knife. Now those hearts have black outlines and I'm using white paper and card, so the edges are white and I like that nice crisp professional finish. So I'm just going to use my black felt tip pen and run it along the edge of the hearts to give them black edges instead of white. And here you can see the difference there. That heart looks much more professional because it's got the black edge. So next I'm going to emboss the bottom mat. So I've got an A4 embossing folder here and I'm going to place it face down so that the pattern will be an embossed pattern as opposed to a debossed pattern. I'm going to use some removable tape and just position it because there are certain parts of the pattern that I want to show. So as if by magic, my mum was laughing because she says, well, what happens? You take the embossing folder and then you bring it back and it's all embossed. She was looking at another video of mine. I basically run it through an embossing machine, but you don't need to see me run these things through the embossing machine, and also it means I have to move the camera. So basically I cut that part out, but yes, I take the embossing folder and put it through an embossing machine and there you go, voila! As if by magic. Looks pretty cool. Okay, so now I'm going to get my trusty non-stick craft sheet out and the glaze. This is proper glaze, but I'm pretty sure you can use nail varnish. Clear nail varnish. I can't see why that wouldn't work. And as you can see instantly, look at that colour pop. It's amazing. Glaze is amazing. So while those hearts dry, I'm going to do the central heart, and for the central heart I'm going to use Glossy Accents, which is a different type of glaze. It's much thicker. It gives a more dimensional look. Okay, so now I'm going to use a fork. Yes, it's a fork. Bear with me, bear with me. There is method to my madness, but I'm just going to get some grey ribbon here. The grey ribbon basically matches the border. So I'm going to snip some ribbon off. Oh yes, sorry, I forgot. We're making a bow. I'm going to do it really slowly so that you can see. Hopefully you can see everything. So that first coat of glaze on those 3 hearts has dried. So I'm now going to put a second coat on, because as I've mentioned in my other videos, with this type of glaze I've found that it really makes a difference if you put a second coat on. It's almost like the first coat kind of seeps in and acts like a base coat on which to put the actual second coat, which becomes the actual glaze. But look at that, even I know it's wet, but even there you can see a massive difference in the shine there. This doesn't apply to glossy accents, I'm just talking about this type of glaze that I've got here. So let's put the card together now that we've got all the elements. I'm going to stick the base mat down first, the embossed one. So I'm just smearing glue all over that matte area. It's wet glue to allow me to manoeuvre it once I stick it down. And don't forget that card blank is absolutely fine just on its own. I mean, I'm decorating it here in this video tutorial, but as for any of the cards in the Sweetie Pie Quick and Easy Cards kit, you can just print them out, cut them out and fold them, and there's your card. You know, they are ready to go just like that. But I'm just decorating it here in this tutorial, but you really don't have to. Okay, so let's stick the embossed topper on, and that wet glue is just allowing me to manoeuvre it in place. So next we're just going to stick the top mat down. So I'm adding wet glue again. So next we've got the hearts. Now if you've seen any of my videos, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that embossing tool out, get my piercing mat out, and I'm going to dome them. I think you're going to get so bored of me doing this, but I do that with pretty much all of my toppers that I want shape with. I mean, look at the difference there. You can even see there that there's such a difference instead of having them flat and boring. It's just nice to have a little bit of shape. Just adds that extra point of interest. So there we go, we've got our 3 hearts there. So next I get my glue gel out, and I'm going to add the glue gel into the center parts of the hearts. Basically the part where I want to add height, that's where I'm going to add the glue gel. I just grabbed my tweezers. Didn't realise how much I use my tweezers actually. It's only when I watch myself back, when I do the voiceover for these videos, I notice just how much I use my tweezers. They're pretty good. If you can invest in a good pair of craft tweezers, then I really recommend it. Just getting rid of a bit of glue gel that snuck out. So let's just add glue gel to this final central heart. Again, I'm just adding it in the centre, the part where I know it's going to be the highest, where it's the most domed. That's where I add the most glue gel. I'm also going to add a little bit on the edges. Then I'm going to use my tweezers here and place it down carefully over the central heart. It's looking good so far. You can stop there, especially if you don't want it to look too girly, because next I'm going to add the bow. As you can see there's some really nice dimension going on. I love embossed textures. I just think they really make a card. And matting and layering also makes a difference as well. If you notice, there's black in between the layers. That always makes a really big difference. It kind of makes a card a lot more punchy. So now let's put the final element on, and that's the little bow that we made with the fork. And to stick this bow down, I'm actually going to use really thin double-sided red tape. Now the tape isn't red. What's red is actually the cover. You know, the cover that you peel off? I think it's just to identify it over other tapes that you might have in your box. But basically, the red tape is really strong. You can even make gift boxes with it because it's so strong. So if I want to add ribbon and I can't use wet glue because I'm not too sure that wet glue is going to work here, it might kind of seep through into the ribbon. So double-sided red tape is my second preference in this case. Now of course it's a bow, so it's not going to go right for me. It never does. Unfortunately, I sacrificed colour coordination with quality, and I realised that the bow was fraying on the ends. So I am using a Quickie gel pen and I'm just dabbing it over the fraying edges of that ribbon, and that will keep it all together. So that's a little tip if your bow's fraying. or you could just use really good quality ribbon, but hey. Okay, final step. So I'm using a black pearl maker by Waco, and basically it's kind of like 3D paint. I'll show you here. Do a little blob and it looks like a pearl when it dries, and it dries hard, like really hard. So I'm going to dab a little blob of this on each corner so it looks like a little brad or a little pearl. They're dead cute. I just think it ties it in, it finishes the card off. So you'd need to let that dry for a few hours. And there you go, final card. Isn't it cute? Oh, I really like that little bow. It gave me a headache, but I like it in the end. And I really think it could double up as a birthday card for a little girl. But yes, I did design it with Valentine's Day in mind. So there you go. Cute and really easy to make. Thanks for watching to the very end of the video. I have 3 more videos for you to check out, so go ahead and click on any of those card images if you're interested in more card ideas. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. That just lets me know that you liked it and want to see more. As usual, I would love to hear from you guys via the comments below. I always like to read your comments. And I'm trying to get the word out about my video tutorials, so if you can, please do share this video with your friends and family, whether it's embedding this video on your blog or sharing it on social media. I would be very, very grateful for your support. And if this is your first time here and you'd like to see more videos like these, just click this subscribe button here. That will subscribe you to my YouTube channel, which is where I post my inspirational card making videos to help inspire you as a crafter. If you subscribe to it, it means that whenever you log into YouTube and go to a section called My Subscriptions, whenever I've released a new video, you'll see it right there. And if you aren't already a newsletter subscriber, then you can sign up here. I'll also put a link in the description below. The newsletter is absolutely free, and you'll get full free card making video lessons when you sign up. And when you watch the first free video lesson as a newsletter subscriber, you'll get a free printable card making kit. So if you want lots more free card making goodies, then it's well worth signing up for that if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't just make cards, make stunning cards. Give them that wow factor.